So in this video we will learn how to do the basic code operations using Spring Boot and Hibernate. So here I am creating a new project which is related to Hibernate example. Okay. Spring Boot Hibernate basic example 1, and here I am adding Spring Data JPI, MySQL, DevTools and Spring Web. Only those 4 is required for a time being. So it's coming. So I'm just copy pasted the application.properties because for creating the table I need this. So you guys, what you guys are doing means first write this thing, write these properties, and then you just create one model class. So here I'm creating one model class. So in the demo.model, so here I'm taking as a customer. So I'm just taking only 3 things. So at entity and at table name is equal to customer, right? So here I am taking like this. So later I am taking private integer id and private string name and private string age. Like this I am taking one default constructor and one is parameterized constructor. So here you just remove this id part and here as well, so and here as well. So click on select all and then you write few annotations because for id it's treated as a id, and the generated value means the value could be automatically increment. So I think after done this you just running the application, because when you run the application, yeah, see, it is create a table for you, right? Because once you created the table for a hibernate purpose, we need to configure some basic property. So that thing was I am taking in the config section. So here config and here the name was basic config. The name is I am taking like this way. So here I'm just stopping the server. So here I'm taking that at configuration annotation. It is a Java, yeah, Java config. So and here I'm making a bean like data source. So here data source, and here I'm creating the bean for data source. So and here I'm giving class name was driver manager data source is equal to new driver manager data source and data source dot set driver class name. So here we have the class name, that is com.mysql cj.jdbc driver. We just give that property here, and then the set url. So the url also there because I don't want to waste the things. So here I'm just copy pasted, and then the property is set username. For my user name was root for my SQL workbench, and the password, not password. So this is also root, and return data driver manager data source object. So after writing this, we need to create implementation class of session factory. So local session factory bean and local session factory bean, which is passing data source ds, and then here I am creating the local session factory bean ls is equal to new local session factory bean, and then later I'm just creating that ls dot, what I'm supposed to do means scan packages, set scan packages. Here I am taking new string. So here I am giving the package name called what, com dot example dot demo dot model. So here I am giving like this and return ls. Oh, and later I need to set the data source as well. So set data source is ds. Yeah, so then only it will work. So after writing this, we don't need to these things, because which could be only for when we are writing. And if you are writing the basic config, after you guys are running this example, you won't, the table won't create. So make sure guys, you have to first run the application when you written this configuration, then only it will work, because it's overriding this configuration. So I'm just put it as it is, I don't want to disturb anything. So then later what we are needing, repository. So here I'm just, oh sorry, not import, I'm just trying to refresh the things. Okay, refresh. And here I'm taking the class, uh what, here I'm taking the repository. So new interface, which is a repo, and this is a customer repo. So here what I need means, so first thing was I need to get all the customers. So for that list of customer, get all, like this I'm writing. And then I need to save the customer. So for that, void save customer of, what we need to take customer only, right? So I am taking the customer object. So once we done this, later we will create another example, I mean another method, customer repo impr. So and add here, I'm just adding here customer repo. So once we added, make sure don't forget to give that repository annotation, otherwise it won't work. And once you write on there, and here I'm making the auto void for what, session factory. For Hibernate we need session factory, right, for getting the connection. So session factory, we are getting that thing, and I'm creating one constructor for this class based to passing this session factory. And later I'm creating one session object to perform the code related operations. So session current session, here we get the session once we got the connection only, right? So for getting the connection, session factory dot get session, so it gives the session. So here why it's showing means it needs to be written. Okay, so once done that, here we are taking that current session dot create query. So here I am taking that select m from customer m and dot get result list. Okay, so even though also it's returning deprecated now. So if it is written deprecated means We are using normal way only. Current session dot create criteria dot, here we need to pass the customer dot class, then dot list. So then once we know the things is working, then only we can do the thing rest of the thing. So here I am going to create that controller package. So I am taking as a home controller. So in the home controller I am just making as a address controller, because then we don't need to write the JSP pages for this. So and here I'm passing get mapping slash customers. So here I am taking that public list of customer and find all. And here how can we get it? Because for that we are auto wired here the repository. So auto wide private what repository customer repo. So based on that, in the repo dot, suppose here we return repo dot getter. So it return the customer. So I think everything is set. So we just go there and insert the records. For first record I'm inserting, oh sorry, okay, id is coming 125, and here the name was Shiva, and applied. So because we are working on that get list, right? So this record I am saving in the database. So I am running the application. So when you run the application, localhost, and this is the customers, right? See, one Shiva 25, it's coming, right? So, and the next thing was what I'm trying to say is I'm passing the value from the postman. I don't want to give normally, so I'm passing the value from postman. So post mapping, and here I'm passing the content consumes I'm taking. So here, sorry, why it's not coming me. So first it's taking like this value customer, and then consumes I am passing only JSON format. So here save customer, and the return was string, because string, and here I am passing the value is save customer. So here I am passing through postman, right? So I am taking the at request body, so based on that it will work, which means we are sending the details through the request body from the postman. This means, so it gets, and before the thing was in the repo we already added, and here what we need to do is you just give that current session dot what save means only customer. So once you done it, what we need to do here, you know, repo dot save customer of customer. Why it's giving error means we remove the return here, and in the return customer object saved successfully. So let's see, it's written saving the object in a, it's showing the message like saved, what I am written, customer object is saved successfully, but it doesn't get in the database. So wait, so here what I'm trying to say was I'm just removing all the things. So close all tabs, don't save, I'm taking, and don't save. Okay, so here in the new collection I'm just taking the new. So here I'm getting the things first. So localhost 8082 slash what I'm giving customers, right? So when I hit this URL, what happened? Why it's not? Oh, sorry, I didn't run the program. So okay, I run the program. Then I clicked on that localhost 8082. So I got the value, right? So I just copy this thing, and here what URL I am giving, localhost customer only na. So here I'm taking localhost colon 8082 customer, but the value was post, and here in the body I'm taking the raw data. Here I don't want to use ID because I am giving the generated value, so the underlying the Hibernate will automatically generate it based on the generated value. So here I am giving the name was Razu and the thing was 30, and here in the header section content type was what content, application JSON, right? So when I hit this customer object saved successfully, but it is not stored in the database. See why? Because we need to enable the act transactional annotations here, then only it will perform. So once you done that thing, and when you hit this post thing, so customer object saved successfully, then see id value was automatically generated and name and age was see stored in the database. So now we need to do this only two things, that is update and delete. So here basic config is not required, customer.java is not required, application.properties is not required. So then here I'm returning to update the customer, right? So void update customer of what, and what I'm taking here, customer. Here I'm using a simple tricky method. So that thing was all shift SV. So here it's getting update customer, right? So here I'm getting current session dot save or update of customer. Did you got what I'm trying to say was? So then here I'm just copy pasted as it is the thing, and then here I'm taking that update customer. So update customer means, so here we are passing that update customer, and customer object updated successfully. So here what, and one more thing is it's not a post mapping, it's a put mapping. In my earlier video I'm taking only get mapping. I think you guys, because this time I'm doing this through postman, right? So same thing like localhost 8082, and for, because the spring boot will getting the ambiguity, so that's why I'm changing the URL pattern, that is update customer. So here localhost 8082 slash update customer. And if I want to do this thing, suppose here this thing, right? So for this means I'm doing id means, so I need to paste the id as well. So see here I'm pasting the id. So content type application json, and this is what put mapping. Okay, so in the body instead of 30 I am giving 25 only. So let's send that. What's happening? Oh, again I forget to run the application. Okay, no problem. See now run the application, and I'm just changing the age only. Okay, here previously we got 30, and see, let's see what's happened. Okay, customer object updated successfully, and when we hit this, so like this is coming, right? So I have a small doubt, because here I am giving the id value. So if I just remove this id value, and then we are sending the request, then see what it happened. So I'm taking the Krish and 25, and customer object updated successfully. See, a new record is created because we are not passing the id value. So it's treated as update. So for that you need to make sure give the id value, or else we have another way, that is we can pass the id here from here, and we can update the things here. Okay, so that could be little bit late thing. I mean it could be some late. So if you want like that way means, so for your purpose, I mean I will demonstrate that thing also. Update customer by id. So here I am passing the id, and then here I am taking the path variable. So here I am taking path variable. Here whatever I am given here, I am just given as it is here. So path variable integer id I am taking like this, and then what I am supposed to do means, so first I need to get the details based on id. So for that we need to create one more thing like customer find by id. So here I am passing what integer id. So in the customer repo impl, what, how could I control shift sorry alt shift sv find by id, and here what I'm supposed to give it, current session dot get off. What I'm supposed to do here, what I'm giving means customer dot class, and then here I'm passing id as it is. So and here I'm returning the things. So I don't want to disturb the flow, so that's why here I'm taking customer c1 is equal to repo dot find by id. So based on the id it's getting. So and then c1 dot set name, how I am giving me customer dot get name. And one more thing was c1 dot set age customer dot get age. Did you understood what I'm trying to say here? Whatever the based on the id, so when you pass the id value, so it is the update, right? So in previously value it returned and is stored into the c1. So then I perform the setter name. In the set name, what I am to trying to getting the things whatever we passed into the postman, so those values where it's stored in the customer variable, right? So here I am taking customer dot get name. So this is set to this and passing what I'm supposed to pass here, repo dot save, sorry, update customer. Here I'm passing c1, not customer, okay? Because all the things are there in what, c1. So we are taking this thing right now, and here itself I'm pasting there update customer by id. So here, oh yeah, how many times I forgot it today to run this application. Just wait. My power got, I mean, my laptop battery was very low. Okay, I think everything is set, right? So here when I was trying to run the customers, it's giving one Shiva 25 and Raju 25 and Krishna 25. So here I am taking this value. So here I am taking 57, right? So here I am taking Raju and this 45. So here I am giving 57. I think 57 only now. So then we just run it and customer object updated successfully. Let's see what's there in it. See, 57 Raju 45. 57 Raju 45. I think these both recall having the Raju. So for a time being, I am giving this name was Venki. So I just hit that and let's see what's there. Venki. So I think you guys having the idea. And the final part was delete. White delete customer by ID. Here I am passing that only integer ID part. So here I am just implementing that thing was Alt Shift SV, sorry, Alt Shift SV, and here I am getting the unimplemented method. So then here what I am supposed to do means I cannot pass based on ID, I cannot delete. So see, if you are seeing this delete, what it expecting? Delete object it expecting. So how could I get the object? So customer dot get what, customer dot class and ID dot. So when you given this, you will get what, customer, right? So then current session dot delete customer. In this way we are performing. So and here I am taking, anyhow I need this because I am performing the delete mapping. So I'm just here, I'm pasted. So this is the delete customer. Delete customer, how I am deleting the customer? Based on the ID. Okay, delete customer by ID. And here I don't want this anything. I'm just giving, so I'm just passing those things like how repo dot delete customer by id I'm passing, and customer object deleted successfully. So now we run the application. Let's see. Yeah, successfully running. And then we're passing this thing, copy, and here I'm pasting that localhost 8082. I think here I'm giving delete mapping as well because it's a delete mapping. I mean it's a delete one, right? So delete mapping for this I don't need any consumes because I'm just passing the ID only, that doesn't require the consumes. So here I'm just passing delete. Here there is two things coming. So first we will know which record we need to remove. So I'm supposed to remove this 57th record. So I'm passing in this field, I'm just passing that 57th record. Customer object deleted successfully. Let's check that. Oh, yes. Now the object record is successfully deleted. So this is the basic Hibernate example with Spring Boot and Restful web service. So for more latest videos, please subscribe our channel. Thank you.